Final Score with Nick Walters on Fox 16.
Welcome into Final Score and happy Easter, everybody. It's a joyful holiday that comes at a good time in Arkansas after tornadoes ravaged the state a week ago. Later we'll show how some local athletes are helping clean up damage in their community. But we start tonight with some Razorbacks basketball. I know spring has sprung, college baseball is in full swing, but that doesn't mean that there can't be madness in April. In the Easter spirit, we saw no shortage of rotten eggs in the Hogs up and down season. After finding a golden egg in Iowa, their run would end in Vegas. And the future starts now as we find out who stays on board the Muss bus. For some Razorbacks, the Sweet 16 would be their final stop. Nick Smith Jr. and Ricky Council are going pro. Devo Davis is testing the waters in the draft process. Kamani Johnson is out of eligibility, and Mikhail Mitchell is set to transfer. Other Hogs are staying seated, and like Leo DiCaprio saying, "I'm not leaving." Trevin Brazil will return after a torn ACL, cutting his season short. Jalen Graham is coming back for more, and homegrown freshmen Darian Ford and Joseph Pinion are sticking around. More dominoes are still to fall. We're still waiting to see if Anthony Black and Jordan Walsh run it back or declare for the draft. But what is set in stone are more five-star freshmen hitting the hill. One is from our own backyard. Little Rock native Layden Blocker. Remember that name. He's considered one of the top point guards in the nation, and he just might have the tools to lead Arkansas to new heights.
A couple weeks have passed since Arkansas's Sweet 16 loss to eventual national champ UConn. The Razorbacks gave the state another thrill ride in the big dance, making the second weekend for the third straight year and knocking off a 1 seed in back-to-back seasons. The Hogs beating the odds to make another deep run made fans proud and excited for the future. And that includes five-star Razorback signee and Little Rock native Layden Blocker.
Bittersweet Razorbacks!
I just thought it was a very good run for them. You know, the whole season they was playing, without the two key pieces, Brazil and Nick. And I just think just to get in the March Madness that they made a pretty good run just to get in there. And when they got in there, I think that showed themselves well. Everybody else, they stepped up. Coach Muss, he put together a really great culture there. And it just shows like how they fight, how the Razorbacks fight. And they didn't let down, they didn't let up, no matter who they're playing. I actually watched the game when they played Kansas. They all just played hard, played together. And that got them into the Sweet 16. Seeing myself being out there this upcoming season, just playing, along with like just the ups and downs that they had. I see myself going through all of that just because it's part of the game.
Starting his high school career at Little Rock Christian, Blocker committed to his home state Hogs last June. Despite spending his junior and senior season shining out of state at Kansas basketball powerhouse Sunrise Christian, the coveted 6'2" point guard never wavered and stayed true to his Razorbacks.
I'll say just because the staff, they believed in me. No matter like me going to Kansas, they still recruited me the same. They still had the same plan for me. They still showed the same amount of interest. So I just felt like it was no need for me just to change and like change my recruitment, change all of this when, I was still looking at them, they was looking at me, and they were showing that same type of aggression towards me. And at the end of the day, I committed. I really enjoyed my time playing at Sunrise Christian for the past 2 years. I feel like I really got better there, just getting stronger, faster, making those reads like you have to do in college. And I would say it really, prepared me for the next level, because everything we do there is simulates to like college, and I feel like once I step on campus, I'll be ready.
Currently ranked by 24/7 Sports as the 23rd best prospect in the 2023 class and the 4th best at his position, Blocker is the 9th highest rated all-time Arkansas basketball signee, joined by 5-star center Bay Fall to make up Eric Musselman's signing class.
And yeah, go Hogs.
Set to hit the hill and play for the team he grew up watching, Blocker is confident that the best is yet to come for a program still on the rise, looking for their first national title since '94.
The way watching them play, they play fast, and that's how I like to play. They play together. It's not just like one person running the show. They all, chip in, play hard, and just be aggressive. And just watching how Coach Muss coach and watching what he does like on the floor, watching his energy. He brings all of that to the table. Going and playing with him, it can get me better, and I can also like just with the team, we can all just improve. And that's what type of level and that's what just type of coach he is. He can make the coaches better, and he can just make everybody better on the floor. I just had the mindset just to, score or just, help my team win. Just do whatever it takes to help my team win.
Since the Razorbacks were eliminated in Vegas, next season's roster has began to materialize, losing stars like Nick Smith Jr. and possibly Devo Davis to the draft, while returning Trevin Brazil, Jalen Graham, and rising sophomores like Darian Ford and Joseph Pinion. Blocker has already built a relationship with some current Hogs and learned from watching their progression, hopefully making his transition as a future Hog a seamless one.
I've been really close with Bayfall, just going to the camps this past summer. I talked to Joseph Pinion a little bit because I've known him since I was younger. The guys coming back, I've been, watching them. I'm talking to them a little bit just about them coming back. Also with the coaches, them, communicating with me. And, I'm just excited to, see the team next year. The fan base, they've really been showing me love just for me to move to Kansas and also just come back and commit back to Arkansas, which is my home. So they just been, excited about it, loving me, opening me in with open arms, and they're just ready for me to get on campus.
Blocker's time at Sunrise Christian was highlighted on March 30th in the Geico High School Basketball Nationals, the team upsetting Moses Moody's alma mater, 1 seed Montverde Academy. While the Buffaloes would fall to national champ Link Academy in the semifinals, Layden played a key role in their late comeback as a facilitator and as a scorer. The 5-star Razorback believes he'll have more to show the world in Bud Walton Arena and across the SEC this coming season.
Definitely just my shooting. Growing up, I could really shoot the ball, but being at Sunrise, the first year I shot it a little bit, but I really didn't have to shoot because it's just like college basketball. You have a lot of players that's at your exact same skill level, similar to your game, 6'5" and up, 6'10s and stuff like that, like bigger, stronger competition than you would play like at a regular high school. So I feel like just me playing at Sunrise the past 2 years is really gonna help me, excel in college.
Blocker with the flush.
Just the little things like learning how to slow down. I'm so used to just going so fast, just learning how to slow down, pace myself, making those reads. Just using my game as an advantage on the court, with my speed, my athleticism, my ability to quickly rise up and shoot like a mid-range or something. I just think I got really, better at those things at being at Sunrise.
We got a feeling that a lot of hog calls are in that man's future. Look, I had a great time catching up with Layden at his old school, and his brother Layden Blocker is making a name for himself, just leading Little Rock Christian to a state title. Layden will hit campus and get to work in late May or early June. Also joined by 4-star Washington transfer Keon Menafield. Just more reasons to be excited when basketball season rolls around. All right, after the break, let's switch gears and go beyond the game as local football players help clean up tornado damage in their town.